The International Covenant on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights, ICESCR, places profound emphasis on the concept of peoples. Recognizing their inherent and absolute rights is crucial to ensuring justice, equality, and self-determination in our global society. These rights, both collective and individual, are not just principles, they are the foundation of human dignity and freedom. Within the ICESCR, peoples represents a collective entity or an individual person with full natural personhood that holds absolute rights. These rights aren't arbitrary. They establish the sovereignty of the individual over their political, economic, and cultural decisions. Importantly, these rights also express and protect individual freedoms. At the core of these principles is Article 1, the right to self-determination. This right empowers an individual to freely determine their political status, if any, and pursue their economic, social, and cultural development without interference. It is a fundamental and absolute right that can never be limited or abridged, a guiding light that affirms their inherent ability to choose their own path. The implications of such policies extend further. Article 25 emphasizes the right to an adequate standard of living and the continuous improvement of living conditions. However, mandatory taxation can reduce disposable income, leaving many unable to meet basic needs. This economic strain threatens not only individual livelihoods, but also the collective progress of communities. As an individual standing under their full capacity, international law declares that your right is absolute, and no other principle of law can remove it. It is your inherent right to decide if you will contribute your wealth or resources into the system based upon mutual benefit. Nothing can assault that right. Article 1.2 expands this concept, asserting the absolute right of the individual to control their natural wealth and resources. This right is inherent and cannot be infringed upon. Yet in practice, taxation policies are destroying this right and this principle. By imposing external control over resources through enforced taxation, these policies contradict the ICESCR's guarantees, undermining the autonomy of the individual. The issue deepens when we examine how the Income Tax Act compels individuals into recognition as statutory creatures. This violates Article 16 of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, the right to recognition as a person before the law. By reducing your full legal capacity, which operates in law as natural personhood, into a statutory construct, a statutory creature, such policies clash with the fundamental principles of absolute rights. These contradictions call for reflection and action. How can we align modern governance with the core principles of the ICESCR? Recognizing the inherent and absolute rights of individuals is not just an obligation, it's a necessity for building a just, equitable, and sustainable future. Any law that changes your personhood and then forces a contribution is a direct attack upon your absolute rights.